live at the moment? Yes, I am. Sweet. Give me a second, guys. Putting up the live stream on my laptop so I can see your chat as soon as they come through. Do that. Make sure I've got my drink. I'm like a bit of iron brew on a live stream and doing a live stream. Alrighty then. Hey guys, Grim here with another stream, and today, as you can see, I'm playing the Crew 2, and I'm going to be driving from the Street Race HQ to the Freestyle HQ, then from Freestyle to Off-Road, then Off-Road to Pro Racing HQs. Driving a Nissan 370Z of any and every type, so I'm doing Rallycross, then once truck, then touring car. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Because I don't know how long it's going to take me or anything. I haven't done, like I haven't run the numbers or anything. So, in case it takes me a while, let's get into it. And then if we've got time at the end, we'll probably just go around the racetrack, the speedrome in my new car over by the Freestyle HQ. But until then, let's load in, get everything set up, and see what goes on. And also, I will be live streaming tomorrow. Hopefully I'm going to be able to live stream the Fortnite Travis Scott live event on there. The Twitch channel is there we go. Save. Sweet. There we go. That's me. Yeah, so the link to my Twitch channel is in the description down below. Go check it out. I'm live streaming on there from 3 till 5 PM every day. Go check out what occurs, and let's see how much fun it is. Well, I might quickly switch my controllers I'm currently using, because I've got another controller which is far better for the Crew 2. Because my current one's a little bit buggy. So I'll quickly switch over now. There we go, don't kill my stream. Sweet. No stream killing today. Good to know. Pilot. Wait, no, not pilot. He's going to vehicle. I will be driving my Rallycross edition. Slightly rate. This one is it. All the way out there. I don't know that is, but let's get this drive on. Oh, of course, this is a really slow car as well, isn't it? Maybe I should have switched and like, yeah, I know. So I'm going to take my street race version and switch to my Rallycross. I'm going to take this car here, select you, and then once I start to get to an off-road area, I'll drive the off-road one. Cool. Now then, I should really get some music set up in the background actually, shouldn't I? And that's excellent. Alright, so I should really change up the design on this car, but not yet. Start to get some music going. Nothing like a little bit of NCSL to get a good stream started. Well, I don't even know if it's going to be a good stream, to be honest, guys. There. Let's try. Let's go. just trying to think about something to start talking about during this live stream. And this is a good song actually. Lucky by Arlo, the NCS release. That's pretty sweet. I haven't driven this car for a while, so if I'm a bit bad with it, yeah. Also blame the new physics. I've noticed that ever since like the last major update on this, and like we've had new character designs, I think it's they've Ubisoft decided to add in a whole new like physics engine onto the game, or something like that, because like drifting just feels so much more different now. What did it tell me to? Alright, what does this map want me to do? I'm loading. Well, okay, I'm going to try to have a drink, but looks like I'm not going to be able to now. I hope I don't end up accidentally somehow like just going off road for a second too long, and I go ahead and get what some people like to call the Apple Maps. And my menu map just shows me a dead straight line straight over to where I want to be. It's a little bit irritating to say the least. Should change the title as well. Instead of in one stream, I should say in a Nissan 370Z. That would probably be better, wouldn't it? Oh jeez. Yeah, I just missed the Travis Scott Fortnite live event today. But luckily, hopefully there's going to be a second one tomorrow at 4 o'clock, which I want to watch and do a live stream on. And I'll be streaming it on Twitch at that time and everything. So there will be an hour of just normal Fortnite matches, and then it will be the Travis Scott event, hopefully. And I'll probably just do a little bit of a stream afterwards as well. But until then, we'll just be going around in this car and stuff. And I did watch the laser beam live stream event last night for it, and it looked amazing for the Aussies. But it was like midnight when I watched it, so yeah, it's still a bit. So the live stream was a bit foggy because I was so tired. So I want to watch it all live on my PS4 and everything. Oh jeez. So who knows? It could be different for everyone everywhere. It's like Australia could have different songs to UK or Britain. No, UK and Britain are the same place. I mean UK or US sort of thing. Okay. Completely overshot that. Yeah, this car handles completely different to like the Nissan Fairlady or Aston Martin Vanquish, which are the cars that I've been driving a lot recently. And it also handles slightly differently to the touring car edition, which will be the last car that I drive in this stream, hopefully. But otherwise, I could be driving a surprise car, which I bought like yesterday or the day before. So yeah, it's all good. I would talk about the demonetized virus, but like if I say the name, I'm worried I might get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized anyway. But still, in case I do, well, yeah, in case I ever get monetized one day, and I don't want this video to get demonetized, or extremely one. So yeah, but apparently there are thoughts that like Britain's lockdown. I don't know if it will occur for the rest of the planet, but there's a chance that it'll go until the end of the year. I'm just like, hang on a minute, an entire year of lockdown? What? I think it's it's understandable, like, yes, to try and flatten the curve, but it's like, I find, like, they should at least loosen it around summertime a little bit. Like, not too much, but just enough, like, to allow people to get out more often and enjoy the sun. So so no one, like, average, like, BMI doesn't go up. Because I feel like that may screw with a lot of people mentally. Like, if notice they're going to start putting on weight and, like, they try to stay thin a lot, then that could affect people in more ways than one. So I'm like, maybe loosen it around, like, the summertime just enough so like, maybe don't, like, make it so you can go out for slightly longer every day, sort of thing. Or maybe, like, try and I wouldn't say completely cut funding, but, like, no, don't cut the funding, but increase, like, the amount of money that's going into research to find a cure, sort of thing. Because if that occurs, then everything will be better. Like, make sure that everyone is able to share all of their research and, like, what's come up, like, the stuff that's come up and everything, and hopefully, like, it will make the world so much more better. I mean, like, apparently recently the first prototype for a cure has been released in Britain and tested on some people. Now we've just got to wait for it to, like, spread more and more, and then once we find a working cure, we can just give that to everybody. And hopefully, because of modern day sciences, we'll be able to find it so much more quicker than, like, what you could have done if, like, we used, like, 80s equipment or something like that. And then if that occurs, we'll be happy. No more lockdown. Maybe you're allowed to go out to, like, skate parks and stuff, and people can go out and, like, do their normal routines. Even though, like, the normal routine now is just to stay inside for the majority of the day and only go out once or twice. Like, no, go out once for your daily exercise, or to, like, go, if you're a key tagged as a key worker, you need to go out, you can go out for work and not have to worry about being tagged as key workers. So it kind of just all works out, really, doesn't it? And maybe during this time, even, like, just because there's less traffic out on the roads, you can send people out to get large portions of, like, really busy roads fixed quicker, with less worry, without the worry of more cars going through, sort of thing. Because there's so much less traffic on the roads that it's just makes life so much more easier if you want to get large amounts of road work done. Like, so if you have, like, a really busy, like, highway or something, you can just close off a couple lanes and it wouldn't really cause too much of a disturbance because there's not too many people on the roads. Oh, that's a really nice view as well. That's also one of the reasons I love this game so much. It's just because you get huge views like that. That's the Mazda Speedway down there, I think. Okay, I just need to have a quick drink. Nice clear sky. Let's see. Yeah, that's a really nice time. Decrease the experience. Keep it nice and saturated, but maybe slightly decrease it. Now, because I want to get a really nice, like, just that sunset off there in the background. That is a nice photo. I'm going to quickly screenshot that. That's the thumbnail right there. That is a thumbnail. Alright, let's quickly check the spelling for Nissan a sec. I think it's N-I-S-S. Yeah. In a Nissan. More options. No. Then that one there. Open. Over kids, but I won't restrict either. No, that's my channel. There we go. Around here. Okay. Sweet. Changes have now been saved. So now I can just reopen my stream. My channel. One reason why so there's multiple reasons why I love to use Nissan 370Zs in this game. One, they drive so smooth. The second is I love just how they handle. Like, I normally just drive them because, yeah, I like how they look and everything, and like they're fun to drive and drift and stuff. But in this game, so every type of car you can get, there's probably going to be a Nissan 370Z version of it. Then there's also, so that's one of the reasons. Another reason, so that's like two reasons. Third reason, I've always wanted to own one. Like, I just love how they sound and everything. And the way they just like handle's beautiful. Huh, I've got to find, no. Let's see. Yeah, right over there. The up ahead, that's Vegas. Yeah. We're probably going to be passing through there in a minute. If not, we'll be driving straight past it. But it will give us a nice side view of the strip and everything. Oh no, looks like we might be going straight through. We might be going through Vegas, guys. Yeah, looks like we might. Yeah. Yeah, normally this car handles slightly differently, but because like since I haven't driven this since just before like the last major update, and what I'm sure is like a physics engine update. Yeah. Yeah, well, it looks like we're going to be driving along down through the strip. Welcome to the strip, guys. Right there, got this model of the Sphinx with a pyramid behind. Got casinos there, all around us. There's an Eiffel Tower and I can't even remember what that's called. Apparently I somehow managed to do that as well. I'm going to quickly pull off to one side here just so I can see like where the map leads. Here's so I can use double background print. See what I mean? That's Apple Maps right there. It just gives you a dead straight line exactly to where you need to go without showing you the roads or anything. So I'm gonna have to go off of what I saw. So yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to go straight up and take a right at the end of the strip. No. My OK Google just came on. I don't understand why. I should really mute that. Yeah, look at that down in the map there. It gives me a straight line over to that way. That's not what I want. I want it to actually show me where I need to turn and everything. Like, is that the turn I need to take? No. There we go. I could probably just come along here, couldn't I? Yeah. No, I'll just come off. Right. Yeah, I'll just go do a little bit of off-roading from here. Now I've cut off a bunch of time. So I'm going to go all the way up and back down again. So we're going up and down. There we go. I think it just had trouble synchronising a little bit just now. I'm fine with it, having some minor troubles with synchronisation. Ah! What am I doing? How much fun? Okay then. It looks like I might... Alright, no, maybe not. But I might just be able to use that, but no, that's just a train track. Wait, actually, hang on a sec. Yeah, I could just spin around here. Oh no. There we go. This is a sort of car that I can use off-road. Yeah, I'll just drift here. Watch, ready? I'll use this on-ramp to get me over. See? Ta-da! Simple. That reminds me of the Meerkat Market ads, where it's just Meerkat Market that simples, then just makes Meerkat, then the Meerkat person just makes like that weird squeak thing that a Meerkat makes. I don't know what it's like, what that's called. Yeah, I normally see some people hating on the Nissan, but I don't understand why. It's a nice car all round. I mean, like, I just enjoy it so much. Guess I'm blind to like all of the flaws and stuff. Although I do see some flaws in it. Like, it's... I'm trying to think of a couple of flaws. Like, its handling, look at the turning radius. Bit too sharp for those soft turns there, but it can't handle sharp turns at speed, like really high speed. It just can't handle them. Right, where's this leading me then? That was where I was supposed to jump. Yeah, I could probably just switch cars and then just jump onto that road there. Whereas with this sort of model right here, we'll look at it from like this sort of angle. It feels so much more nicer. Look at that. I don't even know what, like, it must be like maybe 4 mile just now, but because of what I did, I might have just dropped off like 2 mile-ish, give or take. Ooh, that's my turn. Woo. But it's got, like, the normal Nissan, it's wide and low down, so it's got a good centre of gravity. But sometimes that's not always a good thing, having a good centre of gravity. So, like, sometimes if you want to do drifting, you want to have like a bit of a slightly further forward one, whereas this thing's really, like, I'm not sure if, like, this is a, yeah, I'm sure it's a front engine, or like, yeah, it's a front engine car, because you've got the trunk, not frunk. But yeah, so the next one's going to be a monster truck, and it's a bit short actually, that distance, so maybe I can get away with just driving this thing instead of the monster truck. But I love just like that look of like the wall, like the water reflecting the mountains and stuff, like the cliffs behind it. That used to be such a big thing a good couple years ago, where everyone, if like you had a scooter and you drift, you go skirt, sort of thing. That's such an old thing now. God, must have been around like what, 2 years ago? A year ago? Yeah, I think that was like summer 2019. Okay. There's that place. Now on to the next spot. So, we'll tick that off the list as well. Now, we'll zoom right out. I should really make it so it's only discipline. Nope. Family. Vehicle. Scrap. Look, I can't just have like HQs. Set waypoint. Okay, fine. Whilst that's loading, I'm gonna have a drink. I always love Iron Brew. It's like the, well, I think it might be Scottish or Irish. I think it's Irish. I cannot remember, but it's just, I love it. It's got such peculiar flavour. It's delicious, but you can't place your finger on what the flavour is. I tried to do a bit of research, find out what its actual flavour's called, but like people who really like put lots of time and effort into what types of drinks, like into like the flavours of drinks, just said the flavour is fizzy. But it's like, what is it? Because it doesn't taste like vanilla, but then it doesn't taste like anything else really. It's just like, it's that perfect spot of like, what flavour is it? Because it hits the spot so perfectly that it's just, I can't think of the words to, like, I don't think I've got the words in my vocabulary to say like how nice I think Iron Brew is. But other people hate it, and I'm just like, how can you hate something that's just like basically perfectly designed to be a comfortable drink to play, like not play, to have whilst like gaming or out doing sport and stuff. Well, there's one drink I would like to try, and that's G Fuel. And also, I'm worried like the monster truck edition's centre of gravity is a bit too high in my opinion, like just doing like long off-roading, like sort of thing, even though it's designed for it. I see a monster truck is more of like a stunty type of car. Well, I might try and get myself a new monster truck, to be honest. Like, I'll save up to get myself a whole new monster truck. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, yeah. Since we were just up in it, and it's not too far, I'm going to enter it. Well, I'm not even going to put the lid on so I can just have a quick drink, like... Done. Boom. Yeah, I don't really know what type of car to get. Like, yeah, there's this icon one, so I might just like try and farm my way up to icon 850. But then again, it's like, oh, do I farm my way up to icon 850 just to get the HUP one for free? Because I mean, like, yeah, it's got good great horsepower and everything. But then again, I mean, like, I could get the Skyline GTR. Or something like that. Right, I'll go for the Raptor. Let's see, I could afford this right now. Sort of thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, what do I go for? Like, I could buy this with my crew creds. Or I save up for the H1 Alpha. Like, I've got the street race version of this, but not any other version of it. So it's like, what do I go for? You know what I mean, guys? 10, 29, 14. I don't know if I've got like good enough parts for some of these as well. Just like, huh. That's like 21 there, whereas this thing's 33. Although, I can't, you've already got that, so yeah. Yeah, so I might just save up for this thing. Like, not save up, I meant like just farm my way up to it, because I mean, like, I'm already 368, so... How far is that? Like, what? 500? 400 and... No, it's 400 and... I want to say 412, but... that doesn't seem quite right. Alright, that water dropper thing. It's alright, but I think it's just a little overkill, to be honest. Like, the amount of water that splashed up onto my screen. Like, yeah, it makes sense for that much if it, like, my camera was this zoomed out, but not if it's like this zoomed out. Maybe it should be less. Maybe it's the other way around. It's less if it's close. No, it's less if it's further. Oh no. I'm not doing game design yet. I'm hopefully going to be able to do it next year at college. But with the way, what is apparently going, like, I've heard some people call the C word, because of the big cough, as I like to call it, or the monetized virus. Yeah, the way it's looking, it may take a little bit longer than what we think for me, so like, for people to like move up like years in school and stuff, or grades, I guess, if like you're not on British. And it just went to Apple Maps. See when the arrows above my head vanished? That's when it switched. And what I found is the quickest and easiest way to get it sorted is just to zoom right out, wait for the blue line to appear, and just go back in, and hopefully it's sorted itself. That time it didn't. Where is it? Come on. Might as well remove the waypoint and then replace it. Yeah, screw it. See, this is the sort of stuff that can really get on my nerves, to be honest. And I just hit enter. I hit the wrong button. God damn it. Right, at the moment those yellow and grey and yeah, the yellow or orange bars, orange and light grey and grey bars vanish. I'm just gonna zoom back out and then just travel back over to where I was. Oh Jesus, 35 past, so maybe I'll just do the longest drive right now. Just yeah, a little bit of teleportation. Say like meh. Because that was just buggy. So, and this gap here, like, I'll just ignore that to that with my hand. Yeah, like this drive here is probably going to be the longest one, so I'm just going to set a waypoint now. And I'm going to be driving my touring car all the way up there. So from my current location, all the way up. So, I can, I feel like everyone's going to be shouting at me in the comment section once this video, like the stream goes up as a normal video. You didn't do the entire drive, you liar, sort of thing. And I'll just do the entire. If I knew how long this drive was going to take, I would do it on Twitch tomorrow. But because of the live event tomorrow, I'm going to be doing it. I'll probably do it next week. Okay. You and selection. Another thing that I love about Ironbury, I know I've been going on about it a lot, but there's one thing that I love about Ironbury right now, and that's just like the shape of the bottle and everything. Right. I'm going to actually change the look of this car in case like I get like copyright strikes or something because of the anime that's like the style on it. If you go livery and just removing it, just like that. There we go. And just for the time being, I guess I can quickly just go for colour. Just to wait, that looks pink on the. Hang on. Just to make others think, oh wow, and to just like make sure that there's a nice split in my view, in my audience. To make sure that some people are like, ah no, why are you driving a pink Nissan? And others be like, oh my god, he's driving a pink Nissan. I think this is make a nice big tear in my community. I should have made it matte as well. I'm gonna see if I can make this a matte pink car. I don't care. You guys want to yell at me in the comment section? You guys can yell at me in the comment section. Colour. Matte. A nice hot pink matte colour. Now I think I'm going to go for this colour of pink because this just really stands out to me. Let's do it. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this drive doesn't take me too long at all. Apparently my waypoint's gone. Set waypoint. There we go. A bit tough. Yeah, right. I wonder how many people who don't actually know me will think that I'm a girl driving this car because of it being a hot pink, like just a pink Nissan 370Z. Because normally the colour pink is associated with girly stuff, and I'm just like, why? I'm a guy and I love to colour paint. So why just direct it towards a single type of gender and stuff? Just like, that's rude. Like, I think it's a couple hundred years back, kings used to wear pink clothing. And like high heels, they were worn by nobles many years ago. Back when high heels were first invented, they were, like I said, they were worn by nobility. But now, then girls started wearing them. And it was just like, huh? Then it shifted to girls, and it's like, why? Why, like, just lock certain things to certain people, like high quality sport trainers, commonly advertised on guys, and it's just like girls wear them too. You know what I mean? So it's just like, there's just this really irritating split in like stereotypes and stuff, and I'm like, I just want to break most stereotypes. Like, I'm not going to go around wearing high heels every day, obviously not. Like, I'll quite happy driving a pink car around in game, or if like I'm allowed to get a driver's license IRL, then I'll drive around with a drive around with a pink car, sort of thing. No skin off my back or off my nose, whatever it is. Was it skin off my cheek? I can't remember. There's so many different variants of that phrase. It's just like, yeah. I don't really care if what people think. It's just like, huh, that's a thing. Okay. If I get criticised for it, I get criticised. If I get hated on, so be it. And I encourage other people to do it as well. Just try and break the stereotype. Like, granted, I'm a Brit, and I don't like coffee, I prefer tea, but that's my own opinion, sort of thing. So, if anyone's out there feeling like really self-conscious about what other people think of them, ignore them. If they're being prejudiced, ignore it. Be prejudiced back, even, if you really have to. See how they like it, being judged before you actually get to know them. Like, most people would think I'm quite just a big slop who doesn't really know what to do with his life, but actually I've got most of my life already planned out. Like, I want to go out, own my own push bike repair store and stuff. And some people will be like, oh, that's a stupid idea, no one will like visit your shop and stuff, and it's really hard to own stores. But who cares? You put time and effort in, and you enjoy what you're doing, go for it, sort of thing. Hello person, you just joined the stream. How are you doing? Right now, if you want to, you can go back, but basically I'm just talking about like breaking the stereotypes and stuff. As you can see, I'm driving a pink car, sort of thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so if anyone's like, don't do this, don't do that, you're so on and so forth, like, you're this, that and the other, so you're not allowed to do this, that and the other, ignore them. Tell them, well, you're this, that and the other, and you do this, that and the other, sort of thing. So like, someone tells you girls can't join the army, point out loads of people who have, and like, point out female war heroes and stuff. People say guys can't be housewives, point out other people who are male housewives. I've heard nurses can only be girls. My biological father, he was a nurse. So yeah, why people just say certain things are for certain people is beyond me. It's like, what is the point in all of that? So what I'm basically trying to say is, you want to do something big, and like try and make a difference by proving that you can do something which people say you're not supposed to be able to do, or you're not allowed to do. Give them a good old slap in the face, not physically, but prove to them you can do it. So yeah, people tell you not what to do. Ignore the people who tell you what to do, unless it's like the police or something. Then you need to like listen to them. But people who other people who tell you like you can't be a nurse because you're not a girl, sort of thing. Tell them you can and you will because you want to and you aspire to, sort of thing. Like, don't make other people dictate what you want to do. They don't control you. Like, they are not your brain. They cannot control you. You can listen to them. You might be affected by them, but that's up to you to be affected by them or not. So, yeah. Don't basically do something that you want to do, but don't do stuff that you want to do which will result in something bad occurring as a result. But if something good comes out of it in the end, I say go for it. Even that means that, like, you really have to break stereotype or something like that. Or like loads of people are peer pressuring you into like doing drugs. Tell them no and just stand your ground. They cannot legally force you to do something without you consenting to it, sort of thing. Like, you don't have to be controlled if you don't want to be controlled, sort of thing. It's up to you what occurs. So that's my little bit of rant of wisdom, as I want to call it, even though it's not too much wisdom. It's more like, I wouldn't say words of advice, but it's more words of encouragement, I guess. So yeah, do what you want, and don't let others tell you what you want to do. You don't feel don't want to do something because you're worried you'll get hurt? Don't do it. If you want to do it and you're worried you'll get hurt, still do it. It's up to you, sort of thing. Your journey, you choose your own path. Oh geez, we're only 20 miles. And we've got just under 15 minutes left. Huh. Alright, when we hit, like, once I get to a good straight, I'm gonna have a drink. What's that person's tag? I think it's like Fluffy Gamer. Yeah, Fluffy Gamer 11. That is a cool cool gamer tag. I like that gamer tag. And then turn. Boy. Now that's what I like to see whenever I turn. So nice and smooth. Keep it real smooth as you go. Let's see what car they're driving. Well, they could be riding a bike, but it looks like maybe a car. Yeah, that's a car. Red. Oh, it's an Audi, right? Yeah. Wait, no. Maybe it's not Audi. Ooh, God. Oh no, it's Alfa Romero. Cool. I'm just gonna approve their car. Jeez, I've got my TV set up in such a way that everything's like more saturated, but when I look over at my laptop to see my game, the really vibrant pink that I see on my TV, like, it's more dried out and stuff. But I guess that's just how I like my TV. Everyone has their TV settings, or like their settings set up in different ways. Like, some colours really vibrant on one thing, but could be extremely dull on another. You could be watching someone could be talking about a game, like the attention detail in by looking at a 4K screen but then your screen is like capped at like 720 or something, or 1080, so you can't see the amount of detail. So just a stark contrast between the two. It's just like, wow. Only 10 minutes left, guys. Looks like this is going to be a really zigzaggy kind of road. I might slow up a bit. Yeah, there we go. I might slow down and ease into the turns. See if I can stick to one lane for a good portion of time. Maybe not. Apparently. It's kind of like the reason why I want to get a good like steering wheel, so I can just like feel more immersive and like be able to have more control over my cars. Oh jeez. Actually, there is one game which I would like to try out, and it's recently come. I've got it sat in my library. It's Dirt Rally 2.0, I think it's called. I want to try that out, so I might download that after this. After I try out Overwatch's new hero, because I've downloaded Overwatch yesterday and I want to just see what the new hero's like. Because Echo, she looks cool and stuff, and like her abilities seem a little overpowered and everything, but it could be alright. She could be alright. She could be horrific. Who knows? Nine, 8 mile, guys. Yeah, it was like we might be able to get over to the thingy, right out to the pro racing lot, and be able to do a good couple laps. Hopefully, at least. That was how I wasn't really expecting too much. I could have stuck on the main road, so having to take this back road. Right. Okay. Jump. I just realised I looked away for a second, just look over at my laptop, see if there was any messages, and well, I had any notifications about it, and nope. When I did, I caught air instead. That's why you should always keep your eyes on the road, kids, or adults if you're driving. Also, don't drink and drive, or be distracted whilst driving, so you don't do stuff like I've been doing. I've been looking away from my TV for a second, just have a look. Always make sure you keep your eyes on the road. Don't check your phones. Don't like text and drive, or use your phone and drive, unless you've got your phone connected to your car. You've got one of those advanced, slightly more techy cars, which means you can like connect your phone, like place phone numbers into your car, so you can just use your voice to be like, "Hey car, phone so and so," or text so and so, sort of thing. Yeah. Otherwise, if you got cars like that, then yeah, drive that, and like you don't be too distracted, like messing with radios and stuff. Keep an eye on like the road ahead. If you're at some traffic lights, don't use the traffic lights as an excuse to like check your phone, because I was a while back, like back before my bike got busted around this sort of time last year. I was out on a nice cycle, then I got caught behind a car. Turns out the light had been green for a good couple minutes, or like for about like 10-20 seconds, and they were sat there on their phone. So I rolled up next to them, tapped on the window, pointed forwards, signaling that they can go, that they can start driving, and they just gave me a thumbs up with a slightly shocked expression, like, oh, they were so indulged in what they were doing on their phone that they didn't even realise that the light had changed, sort of thing. So that's one real world example of like how texting and driving can like delay other people. So don't bother. And if like you're out on the motorway or something, or the highway, or whatever you call it, then don't text and drive on that, because who knows, there could be some really not right in the head, let's say, person who just stole I don't know, a Tesla from the dealership and he's now bombing it down down your lane as fast as they can, and then they go head on with you. You aren't looking up to see and swerve out of the way, so that so you and the other person could be in serious trouble. Like, yes, it would be their fault for hitting into you, and they would be more in the wrong. But you'd also be in the wrong because you were the person who wasn't paying attention to the road and being distracted whilst driving. Look at that, we've made it as well, which is really nice to see. And I'll show you guys my newest vehicle that I've gotten on this game. Oh, my throat's going dry. Don't normally talk this much during streams. I'm glad I got my arm brewer. If I knew I was doing this much ranting, I would have tried to grab more water and stuff. But this isn't my new type of car. This one right here. The Red Bull RB13. Drive. Right, ready, Simon? Yeah, what is really funny about this is basically I was watching the latest episode of My Hero Academia, and when I bought this car, turns out, so I was just going through trying to spot some nice design for it. I saw this and I was like, hang on a second, I'm watching the latest episode of My Hero Academia, this is the newest thing. Wow. And YouTube decided to randomly pause my music for some reason. Don't even know why, but okay. Yeah. If anyone's like thinking about getting into anime and stuff, one anime I would recommend, like, you just check out for like your first one, is watch My Hero Academia. It kind of like gets you into like what's possible with anime. Or if you're not into like superheroes and stuff, maybe watch an anime like you're more into like the love side and like you love romances and like dramas and stuff, watch Clannad. I got like, it's such an emotional roller coaster that it makes like the Twister at Thorpe Park look like just a gentle merry-go-round, but it's really good to watch. Like, it's just filled to the brim with story and stuff. So yeah, that's another anime which I would recommend getting into. Or if like you're into the long binging, watch Fairy Tail. That's another good anime sort of thing. There's lots of different animes out there which are really nice to watch and like really fun to watch and stuff, which I would definitely recommend. And if you don't know what to watch, go into Random Anime Generator or random.org, whatever it's called. Because like, just search up Random Anime Generator online, like into your internet browser, and check it out. It's because that's where I find most of my stuff, like most of my animes to watch, and it's really like easy to use. There we go. And I've learned a lot about like Japanese culture and a lot of stuff via anime, so it's really nice to watch. Like, if you're getting bored like the mundane like real life stuff, or like cartoons and like, I don't know, Cartoon Network and or whatever you watch your stuff on, like CBBC here in Britain, then just check out an anime. Easy to watch, fun to watch and stuff, and there's loads of amazing sites which you can watch like lots of animes on, like Funimation or Crunchyroll. Those are really good sites which I sometimes watch anime on. I also watch anime on like the Watch Cartoon Online. Sometimes watch stuff on that. There's lots of different sites which you can watch lots of anime on, and if you can talk to anyone who watches anime and they would probably recommend multiple different animes to you. Like, just say I'm getting into anime, got any suggestions? And like, if anyone asks me that, there's like 2 or 3 animes which come to mind, like Sword Art Online, Clannad, and My Hero Academia. Those are just 3 straight off the top of my head, just like that. Bam, bam, bam. Really fun, good to watch. and once you finish them, you can go into a new one, and once you finish that, come back to me, because that sort of thing just leads me straight into a nice segue to me ending the stream. So hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Remember the words of advice that I've given, I guess, and I'll see you lot tomorrow. If you want to watch me on Twitch, remember, links in the description. Like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to. All of them just like help me out a little, and hope you guys enjoyed, and stay safe, stay home. If you're in Britain, protect the NHS. Otherwise, like, just keep self-isolating, only go out if like you need to, wash your hands, and I'll see you lots